1 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
I am filled with rage.
Absolutely.
I'm genuinely still very, very angry. I'm so pissed.
It's Elden Ring.
I feel fine. Like I'm not gonna go bash a mirror right now, but genuinely, I'm filled with blood curdling anger.
The feeling of disappointment overtakes you.
So basically, we were playing Elden Ring for a couple hours, and I'll be honest. My feelings toward the game have changed some.
Let's talk about it.
But first, welcome to Otaku Street. This is a filler. This is your shit. This is your go-to for anime, of course, but today we're gonna talk video games mostly. We're very like I mentioned, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and we are tired, but that doesn't change anything. I'm on spring break, so it doesn't fucking matter at all. I hate the end of Elden Ring. I've gotten really upset with when we had our Gears of War, era, when we were playing Gears 5. And it was me, you, Tanner, X. We tried to get John into it a little bit. Just having some fun, but there were moments where it's like, fuck this game.
Big time, like moments where we would literally quit and be like, fuck this shit.
I wanted to remove my limbs playing that game for sure. Halo had some moments like that. For the most part, it was good when we were still high on the Halo wave. But Elden Ring, dude,
mostly pain.
When I tell you that the amount of times that I've tried to beat Radagon at the end of the game with Micah, I've attempted it maybe 3 times with a summon and just like fighting it by myself. Those didn't go well, obviously, but playing with Micah here,
we've probably done like 5 hours alone of just this boss,
and it is just soul crushing. It really it makes you feel ways that only a death in the family can make you feel.
Let me explain for my point of view. When I finally got to this boss, you know how much I loved this game up until this point. I'm a big Dark Souls fan, so like every single thing this game hit, it was like perfect all the way through. Scaling, world, lore, the vision of it was great. And I was like, you know what? It's a satisfying experience. It's not perfect. There's some little flaws. Sometimes the combat could be a little better. Sometimes some bosses are a little bullshit. But overall, it's like you can adapt to most of the game, or at least over level most of the game. It's a pretty easy game for newcomers. When you get to Godfrey, who's like the second to last boss, and then there's Radagon. Sorry for spoilers. There's Radagon, who's the final boss. It's like the difficulty curve is from like 1 to a fucking million. And if you're not perfect with your roll spams and your fucking hitboxes and all that shit, you won't make it through the end of the game. You're not making it through the end of the game. You need to have learned like attack patterns and a lot of shit by the time you get to that point.
And like Radagon's tough. Yeah, Radagon's not easy, but we've gotten past Radagon
many times,
several times, like to the point where he's frustrating, but we each, I mean, I'll be the host, I'll have about 4 or 5 health flasks left, and then like 3 or 4 mana flasks left. That's just how I allocate. And so like I'm in a good position to fight the Elden Beast, which again, spoilers, is the final boss.
Yeah, he's like the second phase of Radagon. So there's 2 phases to the final boss fight. 2 different bosses though.
To that just really wrecks your nuts.
When I finally beat the game, I spent a solid 3 hours straight, 3 hours of nonstop running into this boss room and dying over and over and over. And it took like every bit of my pride to not fucking put out a little Reddit post or something and being like, God, someone help me. Because I needed help so bad. I finally fucking beat them and I didn't even feel good. I told Adam, I was like, I beat it and it doesn't feel good. I beat it.
It's not satisfying. Like,
because they're so bullshit. When you finally beat them, you're like, okay, that's over. That didn't feel like I overcame anything. It feels like the game just let me win eventually.
It's straight up, yeah, RNG. And we've talked about this when we were playing. Like, you just kind of have to get lucky with the attacks that they have. And we had one run a couple days ago where we beat Radagon pretty easily, and we were both feeling pretty confident. And it was one of the early runs too, and we got to Elden Beast, and we got him down to probably a third, if not a fourth, of health left, and you died. And I was like, you know what? I have this down. I have his moves pretty well read. And he introduces one AoE attack where it looks like it's going to be a directional attack, and all of a sudden, nope, completely different than what I was expecting, and I died. And I was pissed.
The bosses have way too many area of effect attacks.
And for those of you that don't understand that's what AoE is. But like after tonight's session, I've gotten to the point where I've gotten the gist of Elden Ring down, right? I've played enough, and I'm so close to. There's 2 options here, right? There is the option of I play the game and I beat it, and I'm just okay. I'm not satisfied. I'm not happy.
Defeated.
I'm not even relieved. Like, I can actually die peacefully knowing that it's done, but not in a happy way. Like, I'm going to be a vengeful spirit for sure. But then there's also the second option where I'll be much happier jamming my eyeballs into the corner of my desk. And I will be blind for the remainder of my life for the next 70 years, because I'm going to totally be 97.
Elden Ring 2 is going to come out and you're going to have to take something else.
No, I'm going to be blind. Willingly, forcefully.
And you're going to release Elden Ring Braille Edition.
I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be happy that I don't have to touch any FromSoft property ever again, because I've gouged my eyes out on purpose.
As a huge fan of their games, beating this game really left a sour taste in my mouth. Big time. And that's not how, like, the reviews are bullshit. Not that the reviews are wrong about saying the game is great, but Elden Ring is not a fucking masterpiece, bro. It's not a 10 out of 10. And to say it's their best game is definitely a lie. There's definitely problems with the bosses and with the fucking scaling in the game, like power scaling. But specifically, I want to know how many reviewers actually got to the end of the game, because the fucking last two bosses are damn near impossible on your own. Damn near impossible. Most of their games are fair as fuck. But these guys are like one shot, no matter what. Two shot, no matter what. Oh, you beat the first boss? Okay, now here's a boss that who has double the health and is twice as big, runs away, and can still one shot you. Cool.
And what's
back
bullshit
to back.
There are definitely people that have played the game, and they're from soft masters. They're Soulsborne veterans to the point where it's not even fair, right? And they've beaten Radagon 1,000 times. They beat Elden Beast pretty easily, and they're going to hear this, or they're going to hear something similar on another podcast or another criticism video or whatever, and I'm going to say, well, dude, just learn the moves. Hey, fuck you, okay? We learned the moves, and this game is bullshit at this point.
It's not about learning their moves. It's the fact that they switch up the combos of said moves over and over.
But consistently.
Yeah, every fight, it's a new combo set, and you're like, dude, what the fuck? But also, I haven't seen anyone say Elden Beast or Radagon. Actually, I've seen people say Radagon's a good fight, but I haven't seen anyone say Elden Beast is a good fight, and that's because he's terrible.
Yeah, he's not fun.
I've never seen anyone, and if you haven't gotten Elden Beast or you don't play Elden Ring, just imagine your favorite game with bosses. All right, now imagine your favorite boss fight from that game. Make that boss 100 times your size. Make that boss in a fucking arena where you could probably be running for 30 seconds straight and still not make it to the end of said arena. That boss will teleport from side to side of that arena while also shooting lasers and stupid shit at you. And they all one-shot you. Okay, now that's Elden Beast. and that's right after a whole nother boss fight.
That's after, yeah, exactly. That's after, and there's no healing. There's no, you don't get any flasks for beating the first quote unquote phase of the final boss. This is after a whole entire boss fight with Radagon where you put in a lot of effort, like genuinely.
Yeah, you have to master Radagon's fight before you get to Elden Beast, or else you're not going to win the game.
And once you get to Elden Beast, I'm not going to say that his moves are hard to read, because they aren't, but his moves, the area of attack, are so wide to the point where some of them are unavoidable. Jesus fucking Christ. Unavoidable is the word. Okay? Just say that word. Don't go unavoidable.
What I'm wondering is, why did they choose Elden Beast as the final boss?
Because Miyazaki he's the amount of balls that he has in his mouth at any given time is in the cosmic numbers. It's Google. It's Googled number. The number of Google balls in Miyazaki's mouth.
Every single one of his games have ended with a humanoid character fighting you with a sword. You get to the end of Elden Ring and you fight a god with a hammer. All right. And then you fight a giant slug with wings that has a giant sword, to be fair, but he swims around and shoots magic at you. What? They should have just made the ending boss like a big knight dude or some shit.
Something that fits the narrative.
I promise you, if you played Elden Ring, you will get to Elden Beast and be like, what the fuck is that? That's never been mentioned in the whole game. You've never seen it before. And it's just out of nowhere, this space slug just rises from the ground and just, like fucking music's playing in the background. You're supposed to be like, this is an epic moment. And there's this fat slug in front of you that's like a fucking Marvel character.
It's not even
It's
a beast.
insane.
It's not even a beast.
It's not a beast.
It's a parasite. It's a goddamn. Okay, you know what it is? Miyazaki was so up his own ass that he found a piece of shit and he was like, hey, what if we made this the boss? Like, what if we made an actual fucking a galaxy
covered in stars?
It's a poop. It's a poop that looks like a galaxy. And they're like, what do you mean? Like, I'm gonna take a shit, right? I'm gonna take a fat fucking mean dump. And I'm gonna put it in, I'm gonna take a picture of it, and I'm gonna go to Photoshop, and I'm gonna put the Milky Way in it. They're like, what the fuck are you talking about? They're like, no. This is the final boss.
Like, they were like, we like this idea, but we're gonna make it the Dung Eater.
No, but yeah, and they want the Dung Eater's just a guy.
It's covered in shit.
And he doesn't even, at no point in his fight does he mention eating poop at all. He's just in a jail cell. Like, that's it. That he's the Dung Eater because
fucked up.
Yeah, for sure, and it's hilarious. But then the actual main end boss of the game is literally a piece of shit, but with stars. Hi, welcome to Elden Ring.
And they're supposed to be, and the Elden Ring plays like, ooh, and you're like, what the fuck? And he's like towering over you in this cutscene, and you're like, your character's like, are you fucking serious right now?
If anyone out there has ever played Conquer, and
oh my god,
if you remember fighting the giant poo
shit monster, yes,
the great giant poo or whatever
that sings,
it's that. He's that's the boss of Elden Ring.
Give him a sword, and that's Elden Beast.
Dude, that's Elden Beast to a fucking T. He's a giant turd. God damn it.
Okay, so your overall consensus of Elden Ring then, like after everything you've been through.
I've loved the experience, right? Even Godfrey was like,
Godfrey was dope. Godfrey was sick.
Like, it took a lot of effort to beat Godfrey, and or better known as fucking Hulk Hogan, because he just straight up turns into a goddamn lucha libre at the end of the second phase of the fight.
Yeah, in the middle of the fight, he just turns into Triple H. It's great.
Yeah, just pedigrees you. And that with that, like, my next playthrough, should we ever fucking beat Elden Beast in my game, that is going to be where I call it quits. I'm just going to watch. I'm going to watch the endings. I don't care.
I'm already on my second playthrough, and I'm very much not looking forward to Radagon Elden Beast, but I know I'm gonna fight them.
Well, because you're playing as Guts.
Yeah.
And you know, if you're listening to this podcast, you should know who
you should know who Guts is. Come on.
But if not, it's Berserk. And this game, Elden Ring, let alone FromSoft games, take a lot of inspiration from Berserk. It's kind of like a love story with that anime / manga.
He was the Miyazaki was always really cool with the writer of Berserk, and Guts's armor and swords have always been in the game, like all their games.
And I feel like Godfrey can, like, he can kind of fit in that world a little bit. But Radagon and Elden Beast, nowhere near. So
no,
I think calling game after Godfrey is a pretty fair. And now listen, if you're a speedrunner and you beat the game in goddamn fucking 8 minutes, suck my balls. Okay?
Yeah, we watched someone beat Elden Ring in 8 minutes. And that
Suck my fucking balls. This game, you're supposed to play this game for 130 hours. And someone went through and beat it in 8 minutes.
Dude, there was Skyrim playthroughs where they doing that shit in like 10 minutes. Most of their speedruns in Skyrim was just dialogue.
So fucking, it's just so dumb. It's so dumb.
I get the like satisfaction of watching doing something like that, but why would I want to do that?
You don't.
Like it can't be fun. I mean, it's probably fun to be like, oh, I beat it in 7 minutes. But the gameplay experience is just fucking teleporting and zipping through walls and shit.
I hope you're proud of yourself.
He's definitely, motherfucker has like 2 million views.
So with that being said, with the game being bullshit at the end and straight up just
fantastic early game. Fantastic
absolutely.
Early game.
Throughout the entire game, it's amazing. I gave it a 10 out of 10 until I got to the end. And now it's a fucking 2.
I think the game's a 10 out of 10 until a health bar shows up. And then it's a fucking disaster.
It's an absolute mess. But because, it's, like I mentioned, it's like 1:30 right now. Like, it's late as fuck. We're tired as fuck. But does that mean we're going to bed? No. I'm waiting on Micah to finish downloading It Takes Two, which at the Video Game Awards was...
Which finishes in 15 seconds, by the way.
Let's go. It won Game of the Year at last year's Video Game Awards, I believe. So we've always been big on co-op games. And that's why we've been playing Elden Ring. That was a big draw for me on playing Elden Ring, was that because we could play multiplayer. You know, even if a multiplayer isn't like straight up, you can play the whole game together. I'll take it as it is. Like Elden Ring, obviously you need to have the remedies and you put down your signs, yada yada.
It's co-opable for sure. It's just not the normal co-op experience.
Yeah, it's not what you think when you hear co-op. Speaking of which, Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker saga, the newest iteration in the Lego series.
We were fully planning on playing that.
I've heard a lot of good things. I've heard that it's a very good game. Now, why isn't it co-op online? That is soul crushing.
We're in 2022.
Because we played the original. We did play it split screen. That was back in fucking what, 2003, 2004? Maybe
like that.
Maybe 2005, something like that. But because you wouldn't have been old enough back, so it had to have been 2005, 2006 when we actually started playing it together. But that was we hold that near and dear. That original experience with the first Lego Star Wars game.
It's fantastic. Everyone does.
Yeah, exactly. And
everyone remembers a time in their life where they played that game.
Hearing the new Lego Star Wars is only split screen. I don't know what's more disappointing, getting fucking shafted raw and dry by Radagon and Elden Beast, or hearing that you can't play this online. All in the same night, because I didn't know prior to tonight that you couldn't play online with co-op. Hey, whoever's in charge, get your shit together, you know?
Didn't we literally play Lego Star Wars 3 online?
We played it was something like either last year or the year before.
It was like the Clone Wars one.
Yeah, well, we got to it might have been the first, or it was whatever game had the first, like the original game in it. And then we got to the Clone Wars section where you're on, I don't remember what planet, but you're flying through with the fucking with the ships.
It was Lego Star Wars 3, I'm pretty sure.
It was unbelievably hard. It was really difficult. And I remember freaking the fuck out.
At Lego Star Wars.
It was like, yeah, that's just what I do. And one of these days we got to get a recording where it's like me and you playing a co-op game and you just hear us freaking the absolute dog shit out because it's funny. It is funny.
So mad.
It's genuine. At some point I gotta send Jamal the video of me doing the chocobo race in Final Fantasy X because I recorded myself and boy, if you think I get mad against Radagon and Elden Beast, that shit. I told X I wanted to disown his dog for him. And just like set him out, like put him outside and just, hey, best of luck. This is how mad I am at this fucking game. Yeah, but no, fucking Lego Star Wars not having multiplayer is frustrating. But you know, I might still play it.
I just feel like it's such a fucked up thing to do, to advertise multiplayer, to know that people are going to want to play a game like this with their friends, make a whole co-op mode for split screen, and then in 2022 not have the online co-op. It's just like, it's appreciated that you still do split screen because not many games do it anymore.
Halo.
Fuck you, Halo. But at the same time, you got to do both, man. It's a new fucking era. Like, no one's going to want to go to their friend's house every time they want to co-op. And we're not all 7. I know this is your target audience, but we want to play Lego games.
Hey, let's make this fantastic game. Lego Star Wars, voice acting, little
with memes that only adults would understand. Great
storytelling, fantastic environments. But let's make sure that only people who are 9 are going to play.
They have whole skins that are locked behind Lego toys, bro. You have to go buy the Lego toy, get the code, and then you can get the skin.
That's fucking annoying.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're trying to get 7-year-olds to just cash out for this shit.
Get mommy's credit card.
There's dudes on TikTok that like, I bought all 10 sets. Here's the codes. Like grown ass men with 14 billion studs.
What a weirdo you have to do or be to do that.
I've seen it so much since this fucking game came out. It's insane. Because they want all the different, they want like the classic yellow Obi-Wan Kenobi skin and shit like that. So they go and buy the Lego set for the code.
Fucking, what's wrong with you? Hey, man.
It's like 200 fucking characters.
Instead of doing that for a TikTok, you know what you could do? Have sex. Hey, dude. And instead of popping on TikTok saying, hey, you guys won't believe I bought 15 backs for Padme. Fucking topless. She shoots fucking 2 lasers this time. If you want to download this code, then make sure you follow and I'll send you a personal video. Instead of that, you know what you could do? I'll give you a countdown for it. 3, 2, 1. Have sex.
Dude, I've seen people.
I know, it's crazy.
I've seen people within the day of release, they had 14 billion studs. And he was like ashamed of himself. He was like, I have 14 billion studs. It was like, I saw like 6 TikToks on this dude's page. And he's like, I'm playing Lego Star Wars. I have 14 billion studs. I don't have a life.
Hey, TikTok. My name is fucking Randy. And I'm 37. I have 14 billion studs in Lego Star Wars. If you want some of my studs, just make sure you give me a like and follow. Hey, Randy. You know you could do?
30 million stuff. I'm bored. They jump playing Lego Star Wars. I've been playing for 2 days straight.
dude,
30 million.
there's a guy like that totally exists.
What was the music behind that? It goes da da.
Spooky, quiet, scary atmosphere.
I have
I'm playing Lego Star Wars.
My family doesn't know who I am.
Oh no, I just followed him.
Keep it. Don't remove that follow.
Oh my god.
That music is what plays every time we fight Radagon. Here we go. I was like,
Elden Ring.
dude, honestly, I think when I stop playing Elden Ring, I'm not gonna be as drunk like every day.
It's bringing down my lifestyle. Honestly, I'll be completely real. Elden Ring really fucked me up last month when it came out. I was up on the daily. Like, I probably didn't play it for 3 days last month. I was up on the daily, probably till like 3 a.m., playing the fuck out of Elden Ring. And 9 times out of 10, I was going to bed mad as shit. I was going to bed mad as fuck. But dude, I've been waiting so long for a FromSoft game. I just subjected myself to it. There's something crack in the beginning hours of that game, bro.
Oh, it's so addictive.
I'm back on my second playthrough and I'm already like, whoa, what? Like, I've never seen this before.
What is this area?
Yes.
Dude,
Who are you? So much shit.
Fucking game. Like, just beat it once. I still haven't beat it, but I'm at the end. Beat it once and then do what or at least I'm gonna do. Get to Godfrey, try Godfrey, and then if you get tired of it, walk away.
Just uninstall.
Yep. Hey, people are beating this game in 8 minutes.
Dude, the fact that Video Game Donkey beat the game 4 times by his review.
That's insane.
And you know him.
But he's like he's been a fan of this kind of
True.
Game. So like I get it.
If my whole job was to play video games, I probably would have beaten it 4 times over.
Right. Like it's Video Game Donkey, dude. Like you have to beat the game 4 times before you review it.
Right. Unlike these fucking assholes.
Shout out Video Game Donkey. And also shout out these assholes.
Talking to you, IGN.
Yeah, fuck IGN, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck IGN. Oh my god.
Elden Ring is a must play.
God.
Dude, they alone probably sold those 12 million copies. I mean, they were putting out a fucking little picture of the Tarnished or a boss and then a headline every day after release being like, this is a must play, 10 out of 10, best game we've played in years, best game since Skyrim.
People who have been listening to this podcast, like I've talked about this fucking game for the past month. It's been every
addictive.
Episode. It's been every episode. I have nothing but like good graces about it. Now's the time to fucking turn.
For anyone that's been hating that shit, it's your moment.
Yeah, you're shining right now. You're really glowing, sis. Like, I fucking hate this game.
I was at that point by the end of the game, bro. Like, when I finally got to those last 2 bosses, I was just like, this isn't fun anymore.
Yeah.
I want it to end. I wanted it to end because I wanted to do a second playthrough.
I want to end in ring.
I want to end it, ring.
Cause of death, end it, ring.
I'm so tired of the "you died" screen.
Dude, I don't even look anymore.
I just look away.
I stand up. I stand up and I stretch and I close my eyes and I focus on my hand movements and my breathing for about 15 seconds.
When I die in Elden Ring, I stand up and spread my ass cheeks in front of the TV and projectile shit all over the screen.
Yeah, Radagon, you want to smell this? Smell this shit.
It's a stress reliever.
Every time I die in Elden Ring, I cut off a centimeter of my toes.
Just scissor snips.
I'm down. I've held on to my big toes until the very end, but I have 1/3 of a pinky toe left and nothing. It's just foot. It's just sole of the foot.
One toe on a foot.
Oh fuck! I'm now an NPC in Elden Ring.
They called me the toeless fucker.
Oh my! But
I'm the toe eater.
I don't. I'm the toe consumer.
I'll kill you and fuck your toes.
I don't even have a role in the round table. I'm just here. I'm related.
Talk to that guy.
Yeah. He actually doesn't do anything. He just keeps cutting off his toes. That's me.
God.
That's your boy. So with Elden Ring being such a fucking shitty ass goddamn game, fuck you Miyazaki, we're gonna start playing It Takes Two. And just see. Dude, I already know, like, it's not, to my understanding, it's not a frustrating game. Like, it can be if you fuck up, obviously, but I'm gonna carry this frustration over
to It Takes Two.
Yeah, and I'm gonna shove an empty beer bottle into my nostrils. Like, god damn it. Fucking, we missed that.
Lobotomize myself.
We missed that ramp. Here goes the ice pick. Oh, short. Adam, are you there? Yeah. So, just at 1 o'clock in the morning, kind of had this thought that we should just see how we're feeling right now.
Currently 1:41 a.m.
Nice,
on a
dude.
Monday night.
On a Monday night. Hey, I'm on spring break, so it doesn't fucking matter.
I am not. I'm just vibing.
Vibing ring. Dude, honestly, there's a flashlight over in the corner of my room. I might just turn it on full blast and stare at it for the rest of the night.
I'm just gonna put it in my mouth and light up my whole body.
I don't want to see anything when I wake up tomorrow.
No, you don't need to do that. Remember, you can just go look at the Radagon intro. It's the brightest thing. The fucking intro to Radagon's boss fight every time is a 5-second cutscene of you getting flashbanged.
Dude, if everyone in the world played the intro to Radagon's boss fight, it would be
probably a million seizures.
There would be no darkness. But the sun would rise. The sun would rise everywhere. That would be the brightest day on earth.
The whole world is just white.
Praise the Earth Tree. I feel like we're missing something. I wanted to talk about something else that really made us angry. This is the This is the oh yeah, dude. This is the angry cast. We talked about Sonic on one of the main shows with me and the rest of the boys, and I was giving it credit, saying how the environments kind of look like Shadow of the Colossus, and you know I'm not gonna say that it looks good, but we'll see what happens when it actually is released. When I saw a little bit more footage recently, and my first thought was it better not be bad, right? Just kind of like knee-jerk reaction, it better not be bad. And Micah had the most genuine reaction to me saying that, where he said first of all he laughed, and I was like, dude, what are you laughing about? He's like, did you just say that? I was like, what? It's like, did you just say that this game better not be bad? I'm like, yeah. He's like, it's going to be bad.
It's gonna be like, okay. It could be okay. I don't think it's gonna be have you seen the new Kirby?
Oh, I did want to talk about that with the boys, but the new Kirby game's out and no one's played it.
I tried it fucked up the other night and it was a blast, but then I realized the next morning what I was playing. I was like, that's the most boring fucking game on the planet.
Is it really boring?
It's not. It's like if you were playing Mario Odyssey. First of all, I played it with another person because it splits. It's like co-op, so it's probably more fun like that. But if I was playing that shit alone, bro, I would actually have been bored as fuck.
Really?
But it's not that it's like worse than the OG Kirby's and shit. It's just like there's no challenge. There's nothing. You're just eating dudes and flying around. It's cool.
You're just walking around the fucking post.
Just go and fucking eat a car and shit.
Sucking the fucking soul out of people's assholes. Like
the co-op is really bad. Like one player isn't even someone that can turn into different things. He just has a spear. He's just Waddle Dee. Just Waddle Dee with a spear. And that's fine. But Kirby is like, granted, we only played a few levels, but overall, it's like if Mario Odyssey didn't have everything that made Odyssey great, like all like the jumping mechanics and the cool little secrets and shit. It's a very straightforward game. Very straightforward. It's not open world. It's not whatever.
Yeah, and I don't want people to think that like a game being open world is like the like
no, it's not that. It's just that the way it was advertised and made it seem
it definitely seemed like it, yeah.
And it's so not.
Dunkey actually released a video, I think yesterday, on Kirby, and he mentioned one of the first things he said was that like Kirby shouldn't be placed in an environment like this where it's kind of like just post-apocalyptic dystopian, like kind of doesn't really fit his setting, but it works really well. And of course he's probably beaten the fucking game twice over.
It looks really pretty. I can say that.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, very pretty Switch game.
Right. I'm going to have to look. Knowing myself, I'll probably watch it instead of play it. And for a game like that, especially with like a Nintendo property, I think that is good enough for me. But I am eager to see like what comes up of it. Like this is the first 3D Kirby game, like adventure,
right?
Like especially on a main console, So it's got to have some very good elements to it.
Well, all I want to say about it from my short period of time, and then we'll get back to Sonic with it, is because you want to talk about it on the cast, and I'm sure they've played it. All I'm going to say about it is it doesn't have as much depth as I would have originally liked. Like the platforming and stuff is as simple as you could have possibly made it. The combat as simple as you. It's like playing a Lego game. It's not as like in depth as something like Mario 64 or Mario Odyssey, which is a weird comparison to make, but it's not a weird one. When you play the game and you see the game, it's straight up Mario Odyssey through and through. It is a Mario Odyssey like spin-off kind of looking thing, and it's cool, but it's just not something I would spend $60 on for sure.
Yeah. And what sucks is that it's going to be $60 for the next 30 years.
It's going to be remastered and sold for 80 in like 10.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well, now it's 70 fucking frames a second. Thank God. Good thing
Kirby.
Good thing it doubled in price 10 years later.
So my original point was, I still think that game is going to be better than this new Sonic game. Because even though that game, Kirby, is, in my opinion, a little boring, it's not a bad game. It's just very mediocre. And it's not anything you haven't seen before. That's all that's bad about it. It's just exactly what you expected. Yeah. But this Sonic game, we never know what to fucking expect with their games. It could be anything. It could be a fucking it could be a racer, it could be an RPG, it could be an open world game like we think it is right now. Which I think it is going to be an open world.
It is going to be an open world.
Which you can do that right, and you can do that really bad. Like if it's like a fucking Ubisoft fest, I'm not for it. But I don't even think, here's the thing, I don't even think Sega is going to put as much effort into it to make it a Ubisoft fest. I don't think there's going to be enough like shit in this open world where you're moving at probably like 100 meters a second that you're going to be able to be like, ooh, what's that over there? So I can go explore that. It's Sonic.
Dude, I want it to be good. I want it to be good too. I really want it to be good. I really want to love a new Sonic game, you know. Now, what do I think it's going to be? I think it's going to be called Sonic Fetch. I think it's going to be straight up, you run through the open world, you get this item, you bring it back, you fight a boss that isn't very well thought out, and that's it.
It's probably going to be like Sonic Halo Infinite. There's going to be nothing in between the open world. You're just going to have like little levels in the open world that you can run up to and go do.
Everyone's going to be like, oh my God, thank God Sonic's here. Now you can occupy this fucking forward operating base to kill the Covenant. It's like Sonic's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Gotta go fast. Fucking what was the Sonic bit that we came up with on Xbox Live?
Dude. Fuck.
Oh,
it starts with the nice cock.
Nice cock. Fucking dude, there's gonna be a point in the game for sure where Sonic goes, don't worry, kids, just grab your parents' credit card.
Buy some DLC.
What's your dad's social security? Yeah. New quest added.
Send me your home address.
Oh shit, Knuckles, have you seen the quest log? It says, what's your routing number to your account?
What is it? Really taking it far this time.
What is like bad influence Sonic or something shit that we came up with? This super bad influence Sonic.
Don't do drugs, just heroin.
Yeah. When you're a hedgehog, it's cool to smoke cigarettes. Gotta go fast, man. Gotta go fast. God damn it. We could go on for a long time with this.
The Sonic bit is a reoccurring, very long history bit that's been going on for years. It's never ended.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm going to start my own practice and abort your children. Gotta go fast.
Amy, we need an abortion, quick.
I got it covered.
Reach up in there.
Gas control.
Oh my God. My cock.
Shout out to the Game Grumps.
Yes, Game Grumps have probably the best Sonic content on YouTube.
I still will never get over the Sonic Adventure playthrough with Big the cat, and he's playing with fucking Froggy or whatever. Dude, the music in the background, and then fucking Dan is like, he's like, "Do you hear this music?" And Aaron's like, "No." And he's like, "Wow, wow, wow." I'm like, "Oh, I hear it now. It's miserable."
What? Like, I want to know what Sega is actually doing when they're developing a Sonic game. Are they just all high as shit?
Everyone's masturbating.
Is everyone just high on shrooms? When
Everyone's just jerking themselves off. Oh, yeah, I know. Should have fucking put guns in. Oh.
And then Sonic's gonna use a sword and put on armor.
Make him transform. Oh, fuck.
Oh God, the Shadow gun game with fucking
Shadow the Hedgehog, where he just shoots people.
Yeah. And then, like, they're in the trailer of the game. By the way, Sonic and Shadow never fight in this game, but in the trailer of the Sonic the Shadow
Sonic
the Hedgehog.
Shadow
the Hedgehog. So tired. Shadow the Hedgehog game. Sonic is lying dead on the ground with Shadow standing over him with a fucking deagle. He's standing over him with a fucking deagle, and he's like, "Yeah."
There's like a fucking there's a
and Sonic like reaches
knife.
Up for him.
There's like a butcher's knife and Sonic's fucking eyeball.
This isn't your dad's Sonic.
This isn't Sonic the Queef. This is Shadow the fucking edgelord. I will fuck your mother.
And you play the game and it's a fucking disaster.
It's so bad.
That's why I don't have faith in their games, bro. I've been let down too many times. I used to be a huge Sonic fan.
At this point, and that's the crazy part about it, is that I'm still a Sonic fan. And I haven't played a Sonic game in 12 years.
The best thing about Sonic that has come out in those 12 years is the movie.
No, I'd say Sonic Generations was solid.
I don't remember that one.
Sonic, the one that was like fan led. I can't remember what it was. But like they literally just like remade the old games. Fuck, what is it called? Sonic Legacy or some shit.
Sonic Colors flying into your ass.
Sonic vasectomy.
Sonic sodomize.
Sonic Sodom and Gomorrah.
Gotta come fast.
Okay. Gotta come hard.
Dude.
No,
my only thing with the open world formula is like what can they add that will make it like, oh shit, you need to play this Sonic game instead of just Breath of the Wild.
They have to make it okay, so it can't look pretty everywhere. But
can't be green. Can we stop with the fucking green fields?
Yeah, that's
Breath of the Wild did it, and everyone's just like, it's the art style for everything now.
Yeah. What I wouldn't mind seeing is if they kind of dumb down the graphics to the level of like Pokemon Legends Arceus. And is it Arceus? We talked about this.
Well, it better not look like that on. It better not look like that on Xbox.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it looks like that, they can expand the world to the point where Sonic can move around so fast that it looks good while you're going.
Okay.
But that's what the emphasis of the game should be, is the speed, right? Of course, like there are gonna be critics saying, oh, once you stop and smell the roses, Sonic fucking pee pee poo poo doesn't look very good because they didn't put that much into the graphics. It's like, well, yeah, they needed to expand on it so that you can move around like Sonic should. Now, will that happen? Probably not. Are they going to slow them down? Probably. And with that said, I hope it's just fast to the point where it feels like Sonic. We know the enemies aren't going to feel Sonic like. Like, we know that. It's totally going to be it's going to be fucking like, I want to say like Kingdom Hearts-esque. Like the enemies are going to pop in and they're very just animated and really out of place for a Sonic. Not that Sonic games aren't like animated, but they're not going to fit the aesthetic of a Sonic game. They're going to be okay. No, they're not going to be Kingdom Hearts. Actually, they're going to be like Shadow of the Colossus. Like they're going to be just really weird looking creatures with fur and rocks.
What makes you say that?
That's just what the vibe I'm feeling.
I would assume they're taking like a Sonic Heroes route. Like they're just gonna like put like the fucking Eggman bots everywhere. And
no, because have you seen the?
No, I've seen only the like Sonic doing the classic look over the green fields photo.
Yeah, no, it's so. I talked about it when we first talked about the trailer coming out. The environments do look very Shadow of the Colossus-esque, a little bit more vibrant. The saturation's a little bit higher, but they're very just like ruins, rocks, statues, etc., that kind of environment.
Okay.
And Sonic is as blue as ever, so he doesn't really fit that kind of thing as he could, as long as the enemies in environments around those types of things are very vibrant as well. But I just don't see that happening. How does Eggman come into this world? I'm sure he will at some point be involved, but who the fuck knows what's coming with this goddamn Sonic game, dude?
It looks so strange.
Are you watching it now?
No, I'm just looking. Well, I'm just looking at. It's called Sonic Frontiers, yeah.
Yeah.
This can't be it. Like, I think I'm looking at a bunch of like fan made shit. I don't think there's any real gameplay out right now.
No, yeah, there's no gameplay.
I am watching the trailer. I see what you're saying. He's gonna stand out a lot. The world definitely isn't gonna be what you're thinking, though. It's not gonna be Pokemon Arceus. This is definitely gonna be a graphics first game. Looking in-game engine right now at the map, this is like fucking Elden Ring toned down.
Yeah, like it looks good, right? Like it looks solid, but how big can the map be when you want to move around?
Oh, yeah. Well, luckily it looks like there's a lot of open spaces. Like there's probably, I'm praying to God there's like wall running and shit like that, so you can go like across mountains and all that shit.
Dude, if you can't run on the side of mountains,
that'd be lame as fuck. That's his whole thing. Like he's just fast as shit.
I'm cutting my legs off from the knees down.
You should be able to Spider-Man run up a mountain
easily. And there was one. Speaking of that, there was actually like a frame or two of this like tower. It was like a stone tower, and then throughout the tower there were these like, the best I can explain them, they looked like runways going vertically like up the tower that were reflective, like solar panels, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you could run up those and you land on a little landing and then you run up the next one. So there's going to be some sort of verticality involved with the game.
If they do it like Sonic Heroes, where it's like speed, then you go into the next part of the level, speed through, and it's like bumpers, enemies in the middle, and like constant movement, then you can definitely have a good game there.
Well, Sonic Heroes slowed it down because you had 3 people in your party where it was a power, speed, and like
yeah, but when
flight.
the levels were fast, like I didn't feel like I was moving slow.
Yeah, but it shouldn't but there were also later games that did speed a lot better. Honestly, I think in Sonic Unleashed, where he turned into the fucking stupid ass werehog, the speed sections were actually pretty well done.
A lot of people like that game.
And Sonic Generations, I think, did really well because they had the 2 different types of Sonic, but the speed sections and those were done really well. There's just got to be a lot of speed in this game.
More speed, less combat. And if you're going to do combat, do it as Sonic would fight, not like how you want him to fight. Don't give him a gun. Don't give him a sword. Don't give him werewolf powers. Don't make him a fucking god. Like, make him a little ball. Give him supersonic every now and then. And you got yourself a dope combat system. If they give you like a gauge, or like if you do enough kills and enough damage, or you take enough damage, or whatever it is, and eventually you can turn into supersonic. I know you need all the Chaos Emeralds, but fuck the lore. That'd be cool.
Well, not even supersonic, but like you can do like a Sonic Tornado, or you can do
something,
like a multi-kill.
Give us something to upgrade, to slot into our Sonic, and like give us a different move or something. Do something other than just make us run around in an open world.
Give us like customization to a degree. There's only
multiple characters.
There's only so much you can do with Sonic. I have a feeling they're going to go multiple characters.
Knuckles and Tails at least. That's all we need.
Yeah, we don't need Big. We don't need fucking...
Shadow. We don't need Amy. Literally, if you give us 3 characters, no one that is a fucking loser for Sonic is going to get bored of the game. It's true. Like, they'll play anything. Look at the new Sonic Forces.
Oh, God.
Your whole thing with that game... Exactly. Your whole thing with that game was customization and making your own character. Give us that option again, but not... Don't give us a gun.
You know what? I retract my statement. Don't give us customization. Just give us fucking cut of the mill or run of the mill, cut bare bones Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles.
That's all we need.
Let us go through the world. Don't let us customize.
At least let me put on some different shoes.
Oh my God, dude, that game was fucking unbearable.
That game came down to $5 at one point.
And that's more than it should have been released for. That game fucking sucked.
At least for $20 because they knew it was bad.
That game sucked. Dicks. All the dicks.
Even Sonic...
not even cool dicks. Like...
My dick.
Like fucking straight up just... The tip of the spear bottle dicks. Like... Right there.
Sonic Boom was better than that game.
Sonic Boom, see, but that's the thing. Sonic Boom had like charm to it because of how bad it was, and it had this lore to it.
You can tell they tried.
They tried,
even if they didn't try enough.
Sonic, whatever the fuck it was, what was it? Sonic what?
Sonic Forces.
Forces? Oh, Sonic Force a fucking gun to my temple because Jesus Christ, that game sucked. Didn't even fucking try.
You didn't even get to play as Sonic most of the game.
Sonic forced me to play it because I'm getting paid. Sonic forced me out of the house because I'd rather be homeless than fucking play that atrocity of a fucking video game.
Yeah, it's bad. If you haven't seen Sonic Forces, go look at some gameplay. It's bad.
And we're not gonna play it for you. We're not gonna do it.
We have to.
No, when when we start playing video games,
Sonic is on the agenda.
And recording it, like we're it's kind of become a running gag on the show, but like Whoopi keeps on mentioning we're eventually going to get our Twitch and YouTube up. At this point, we might as well just like not and just keep on saying that we will because it's funny. But when we inevitably do, we're for sure playing Sonic Forces.
It's gonna be the worst.
Just
it's gonna be a fucking worst. Bro.
Taking scissors straight to our tongues on air, like while we were recording.
See, that's why I don't have faith in them, because I think they also developed that game.
Yeah, I don't know what studio exactly did that game, but I don't know. They're revealing it in the way where it's like they're building it up to be the next like big open world game. Like it definitely feels that they're giving more effort into this game, especially coming off of like all the other Nintendo properties getting open world games in the past couple of years. Like they just have to like match that, you know.
I hate to off topic it, but I just saw a Sonic fan game made by a user named Sonic Blue Waffle. Sonic fan game, Sonic Blue Waffle.
Oh, fuck a blue blur. It's the blue waffle.
Ew. Just flying around at the speed of sound.
Flopping around at the speed of sound. Ew.
Hey, Sonic.
It's just a fucking waffle. Just Sonic, we gotta stop Eggman. Knuckles, I'm not sure that he can understand you.
Oh God, they made Big's Big World. Like the whole game is big.
Nope. Just no.
The open world big game.
No.
Big's
No,
Big
no, no.
World.
No. I quit after that. We're gonna thanks for bringing up Big's Big World, because that's the perfect thing to fucking close this out, you know.
Go check out Big's Big World on Sonic Overtime.
Shout out Big's Big World, baby.
Shout out Sonic Blue Waffle for a great name.
But yeah, so basically fuck Elden Ring at this point in the game. Great
Maybe
game
fuck
up
Sonic?
until maybe fuck Sonic. Kind of fuck Kirby, but not really. We'll see.
I want to fuck Kirby.
I'd love to fuck Kirby. Yeah. Just I'm still angry. This is wild.
It's insane how pissed that game gets you.
It's
because you know you can do it. That's the worst part. You're like,
yeah, it's unfathomable. Yeah, get good. Yeah, whatever. Fucking suck my asshole. Yeah, and then on top of that, make sure you guys go ahead and follow us on Twitter and reach out best you can at OTAKU Street Pod, the OTAKU Street at gmail.com. Micah has a booming gaming TikTok at MikeyOQ. I got a couple of drawings and shit on TikTok, aq.digital, and soon enough, we'll see what happens with this whole YouTube and Twitch stuff. We want to get it going, but you know, life just kind of gets in the way. We will get that, and that'll definitely get our numbers up. But until then,
if the people enjoy having me, I'll make more appearances on the gaming episodes for sure.
Absolutely. I think people will start catching on with the dynamic that you're my nephew, and
I'm a pop-in character.
Yeah, exactly. You're an NPC, but you're not like a low tier NPC. You're an NPC that like ends up at the end of the game. You're
X
the
was on the show,
blacksmith,
wasn't he?
Yeah, X
X
was.
is an NPC.
X is trying to think in Elden Ring terms. So you're the blacksmith, right? Who's just there like nonstop all the time, never disappears. X is Fia. X is the maiden, or not the maiden, but like the girl that like holds you and eventually disappears and actually fucking actually kills someone. And you're just like, what? It's straight up a burden. X is a burden. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, here come burps.
2 a.m. burps. Here we go.
2 a.m. burps, love them. All right. Talked about a bunch of shit. Let's go. A fucking solid little impromptu early in the morning episode. Nice. Love you guys. Even if it's just one person, love you. I love you. I love you so fucking much. It's crazy. Can you kiss me right now? Just fucking kiss me right now.
Kiss the phone. Just
right now. Put it up to your anus right now.
Gonna give it a smooch.
Let me smooch your ad. Let me smooch your ad.
I can smell your blue waffle.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. All right, OTAKU Street.
So done with this.
Yeah, so bad. OTAKU Street is out.